Hello everyone, welcome to another video review with Chocolo Roberto. This time it's another, presumably limited edition one, I'm not sure. KitKat Chunky Double Caramel. Yes, so basically I don't know if you can quite see that. It seems that there's two halves to this bar. It's divided in the middle with this crevice, and then presumably one half is crunchy and one half is smooth. So yeah, a bit different. I saw this one in the shops, I think in my vending machine actually. Let's see, does it give you, yeah, I think that's the blurb basically. Yeah, there we go. It says crispy wafer finger in 2 chunks, topped with contrasting fillings, 1 smooth caramel and 1 crunchy side with caramel pieces, both covered in thick milk chocolate. Yes, it sounds quite nice actually, a bit different. So again, we've got calories per half bar here. It's quite small. I think if you go to the opticians the other day, you might be not interested to know, but yeah, I was a bit worried that my eyesight was going bad. I think it's just bad lighting. That's what we determined anyway, so yeah, I think it's 109 calories per half bar, so 218 for the whole thing, which sounds about right. Looks like 5.6, maybe 5.8 grams of fat, 2.4 which are saturated, so maybe even 3.4. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I apologise for my poor eyesight. I don't know, I wouldn't say it's dark in here, but there you go. There's a small print. Yeah, so roughly anyway, 10 grams of fat, 10.6 probably of fat for the whole bar, and then roughly 4.8 or 6.8, depending on whether it's 3.4 or whatever for half the calories. Yeah, you could blame me, but of course I think they do need to. They could display this bigger. I mean, lots of bars these days they do have the 4 boxes, make it quite obvious to see what's going on. And I don't know, the fact that they put in half a bar I think is a bit dodgy. I don't know, especially in a bar like this. Are you going to eat half the bar? I mean, well, I guess you've got the chance, but personally I would like to sample them both, so both sides, but there you go. But yeah, quite a nice bar anyway, nice packaging. I quite like the gold side of it. I'm sure KitKat Chunkies have got smaller, almost the size of a regular KitKat finger, I think. Exaggerate, but you know what I mean. So let's have a look at the length. It's about 15 centimetres. That's where the flourishes, so the usual flourishes at the side to make it look bigger. And so if we remove them, bear in mind it's a sort of sloped inside, so yeah, if you remove them it's a lot smaller. I mean, I think that's, I'm sure when I was younger snack size bars were this big, but again, perhaps they were unhealthy times. So it's 42 grams, so quite a lot to it. So let's have an open. Immediately see actually it's quite a light coloured chocolate. Milk chocolate, almost caramel looking actually, just to look at the actual colour of the chocolate. I'm sure regular KitKats aren't that light. So you can see it's divided into 2 with the KitKat logo. It's very light brown. Let's have a read to see if it does say if it's caramel chocolate or something. Covered in thick milk chocolate. Definitely looks lighter. I don't know if it's just because the chocolate I've reviewed previous to this was a different brand or whatever, but it's definitely a light. I'm sure that's a lighter colour than usual. Okay, so I'll give it a. So I've snapped it. Not sure that really helps. So yeah, it doesn't really basically it's not helped at all. I'll just show you generally. You can see the crispy KitKat wafer, so that's most of the bar. The top half, the bit in the roof, I guess you could say is going to be the crunchy caramel, the liquid caramel. Here you can just see the liquid in there. The crunchy bit hasn't broken through there. I don't think I'm going to cut it. Should I cut it? I'll cut it. Okay. Okay, that's one. Let's remove the wrapper. That's two. Okay, so. Well, okay, certainly a difference. Right, so presumably on my left, this one is the liquid caramel. It's not liquid, is it? I mean, it's not. It's liquid enough. You can just see the sheen on it. Think of Whisper Gold, for instance. If I had done that with Whisper Gold, it would have, I wouldn't say poured out, but you would have had a string of caramel attached to it. Excuse me. But you don't really have that with this one. Whereas here, it's completely different, isn't it? I mean, it's not even a gold colour. It's kind of like a sort of nougat type consistency by the looks of it. I can't quite. Yeah. Seems to be caramel coloured dots in there, but yeah. Okay, well let's have a taste, and I think I'll have the liquid caramel first. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat today. I'm not sure what's hopefully I'm not coming down with a cold. Okay, let's have a see. Well, it's nice actually. It's quite got the crispiness, but the taste of caramel is quite subtle. Got a lot of wafer and some soft, creamy sensations, but didn't really get much caramel taste. I did a bit more of an aftertaste, you know. Wasn't overpowering. It was nice though. Okay, let's have a try. Yeah. It was just nice, like a soft, creamy layer on top, really, and loosely caramel flavoured. You know, quite subtle caramel taste. Not too bad. Let's try the other side. Bit more crunchy, of course. They both have a sort of underlying caramel flavour. And I don't feel like it comes from the caramel itself. Might just be my mind making that up. I don't know. But it tastes the same, if you know what I mean. The caramel taste I get in my mouth tastes the same, and I know they probably are flavoured the same, but as in the caramel, you wouldn't expect to be that much different. But I don't know. I don't feel like the caramel taste is coming from the caramel itself. I feel like it's either in the wafer, maybe even the chocolate. I don't know. As I say, I've identified the chocolate looking a bit lighter than I'd expect, so maybe I'm just imagining that. But yeah, I do get that impression, really. I quite like this one, but as I said, the crunch just mixed in with the wafer crunch. You know, I didn't really. It was just like having a bit. It was just like the wafer, you know, really. So it's slightly different. This one just had a bit of a soft top. I don't know. I feel like the caramel isn't coming from the caramel. It could well be. Maybe it just seeps through, and that's just when you eat it, it just all mixes together. Of course, I mean, you know, could just be. But I don't feel like I taste it though when I bite into it. When I've bit into that caramel into there and I'm chewing it, I don't get the taste from it. Of caramel particularly, and I don't when I taste this either. When I'm tasting the softness of the caramel, and I bite it, you know, I don't get this. It's only a bit afterwards that I get the taste of caramel in my mouth. That's what makes me think it's coming from somewhere else. There's something a bit odd. Yeah, I don't know. Not unpleasant though. I don't quite like them. A bit different. But again, I think if I was going for a caramel sensation, I don't think this does it for me really. Again, like a Whisper Gold or Galaxy Caramel, if you prefer Galaxy. I think it was a bit more like. I quite like wafery stuff, so I like crunchiness. But I think I'd probably prefer a regular KitKat really, because I don't think this gives me that much of a caramel taste, the crunchy one. and I don't think this one gives me that much either, really. I think a toffee crisp, if I wanted that kind of sensation and that taste, would be better. Maybe even a Lion Bar, but I don't know. I think I'd prefer a normal KitKat Chunky, and I think for my caramel needs, I'd go elsewhere really. Maybe just straight caramel and chocolate, or a sort of crunchy taste caramel. I don't think this does it for me really. I think on person, I do like it. I think a 2 out of 5 bar would be something I wouldn't particularly like. There'd be something intrinsically wrong with it. So I do like it. So I think a 3 out of 5. A bit of an average one. Not too bad, but as I say, I think I'd get my caramel and crunchy needs elsewhere really. I think there was a KitKat Chunky caramel that did before, and I think that was better. It had like a liquid caramel. That was, if that isn't, this isn't the same as that. So this one isn't like that. It's not liquidy. I think that was better. But a nice attempt, something a bit different. Just don't think it's quite worked. Really. Yeah. Something a bit untoward as well about the chocolate. I'm sure it's lighter than it should be. I think, I could be wrong. I'd have to do a comparison with a regular KitKat Chunky, I think. But yeah, anyway, there we go. 3 out of 5 for me. See what you think if you have it, but I think there's better stuff elsewhere that will meet your needs. So, as I say, Whisper Gold, Galaxy Caramel perhaps, or a Toffee Crisp or a Lion Bar or something, I think would be preferable. Yeah. Okay, guys, hope you like that video. Let me know what you think, as always. I can't quite remember if I measured it now either. Well, sorry about that if I didn't. It's probably not worth me doing. Well, yeah, roughly. Probably a bit superfluous this to do now, really, isn't it? But about 5.5 centimetres per chunk, so about 10 centimetres for the whole thing, I'd say. 10, 11. So you do lose a couple of centimetres still, but I think you expected that anyway. You saw the comparison, so again, it's not a scientific test, of course. I did compensate for the non-join and stuff like that. So about 10 centimetres, whatever it was. So 5.5. So 10 to 11 centimetres. I reckon more about 10 centimetres for the bar's length, I think. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. As I say, let me know what you think, as always. Subscribe and follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you in the next review. Alright, everyone, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. See ya.